All right. We are live. We are live. Welcome to the onboarding and the first training session of the second course of our 21 day LinkedIn consistency and content marketing challenge. All right. Tonight we'll be looking at how to win on LinkedIn. This is going to be super interesting and impactful. All right. So I'm going to bring down the music. All right. Okay. Hello, holding on. Just ensuring that we are good. My audio is loud and my video is clear. If you can hear and see me, let me know. If you can hear and see me, let me know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to check on my own YouTube and be sure that we are good to go. Once I get the confirmation that we are good to go, then we are good to go. If you're in already, leave me a comment, let me know, or like this video. Let me know that there are people here with me already. Okay, we've been Babatunde, I see you. Who is business stories and folk tales? Who is that? My VA, I see you. I see you. All right. Energy. So I see that the people were joining already. I want to welcome Mr. Adisa. I see you. All right, those are my people. I see you. I see you. Somebody said, why so fine? Well, because I don't have a choice. It's either I'm fine or I'm fine. Never to be caught on fresh. All right. Funny enough, I've traveled today. I went for a burial. So this was how I went. So I came back. I've not had enough time to get out of this and rest. So I'm just here just from one thing to the other. Oh, Chinyere, that's you. I see you. I see you. Ebere Elizabeth, that is enjoy healthy living. Am I correct? All right. All right. So, guys, welcome. And it's so good to see at the rock native dress. Thank you. So, it's so good to see some of you who were part of the first cohort join again for the second cohort. I don't know what you saw, but I'm glad that you're here. That's all I can say. But let me even know in the comments. Okay, so those of you that are joining for the second time, those of you that are part of the first cohort and you are here again, let me know in the comments. Why are you here again? Why are you back again? Tell me. Is it because you like my face, or because of your goals, or because cohort one was good and you felt like let's do this again? Oh, fullness, my person. So there are a lot of my people. Everybody is my person, all right. But when I say a lot of my people, I want to explain myself before I get myself into trouble. So some of the people that we go way back to university, all right, they are on this call. So that's why I said some of my people. All of you are my people, all right. I don't want to be misconstrued. All right. So I say fullness. Fullness and I go way back to 2011, 2012. 100 level at Adekunle Ajasin University, all right? Lawal Damilola, I see you. Welcome. So I'm just taking 3 or 4 minutes to welcome everybody. I mean, even those that were part of cohort one, we're seeing each other again after maybe a week or thereabouts. So it feels good to have you here. Did a good job in the first cohort. I take it as Though that's what I hear you say. All right. Thank you very much. All right. I was going to say scores. One was value loaded. I like that. Grace says I look stressed. Yeah, I'm actually stressed. That's the point. I'm about to travel today, so I was on the road. I really need to rest. I need to rest, but of course, I have to show up for you guys. So, and I'm happy to do this. All right. I mean, just give me a moment. I will get into my elements now, and you will. This is my life. This is what I love to do. So once I start like this, you won't even know that I've been very stressed. All right, so guys, welcome to the second cohort of the 21-day LinkedIn consistency and content marketing challenge. Again, reiterating, there are several challenges on LinkedIn, and I really did not want to start this. So let me give you a backstory. I got the inspiration to start this in March 2024. All right. But I just did not feel good about adding to all the challenges that are already on LinkedIn. All right. So it took me waiting 9 months to be finally sure that I really wanted to do this. And my strength is marketing, content marketing, per se. My strength is generally marketing, but I think I lean towards content marketing. I just love content marketing. It's beautiful. All right. And this has been something I've been playing around with for like 5 years now. I don't like using mastering. I'm not a master of this. I'm learning every day. I'm getting better every day. Right. So the slant to this challenge is that this is not just a consistency challenge. One of my goals for the year 2025 is to help at least 1,000 people understand more. Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like as if people don't understand at all. Yeah, people are trying their best. I just want to see how I can help a lot more people understand how to leverage content marketing to show up on the internet and put out their best foot and then attract a lot of opportunities. There are two ways you can actually get opportunities on LinkedIn. All right. Peace. I see you. The peace sign for you. All right. I many of you know on LinkedIn that this is like my favorite post. Not like my favorite post, but I almost don't have many posts when I want to take pictures. So you see me do a lot of this. Yeah. All right. So, like I was saying, there are majorly two ways. When you talk about marketing, there are majorly two types of marketing. There is outbound marketing, there is inbound marketing. Outbound marketing is the marketing where you're doing outreach, where you're reaching out to people. Inbound marketing is when whatever it is you do that brings people to come in. Inbound, outbound. So outbound, you're going. I'm just using layman explanation. Outbound, you're going all out. Sending cold pitches, warm pitches, and all that. Ads and all that. Inbound, you're doing content marketing. You're creating content, positioning yourself, and then people are coming in to ask you what exactly are you doing. I mean, when I say what they're coming to ask, oh, we love what you're doing, we want to buy, we want to, work with you and all that. So on LinkedIn too, those two approaches work on LinkedIn, all right? It depends on which one you lean towards. In quad 2, I'm going to teach you both. We're going to be doing content marketing, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of cold and warm pitching, all right? Next Saturday, is this Saturday or Sunday? The third or the fourth training, when we're looking at marketing, prospecting, and all that, I will be showing you a more attractive way to actually reach out to strangers and even some of the people that you know already. I'm going to also be giving you templates. I mean, I have a document curated already. Start conversation starters with people that you want to sell to. How do you start and all that? I have a template, not like a template. I have a document where I give you different scenarios, different examples. I'm going to, give you access to that next weekend. So we're going to be doing both, all right, in this second cohort. So relax, wait for it. But I'm simply saying on LinkedIn, there's the apply model. I coined those words: apply model, attract model. Attract model is the way you show up on LinkedIn, the way you show up in the comment section with your content and all that. It can be so attractive that you magnet people to you, all right? And when I explain this, I always like using the context of relationship. Don't mind me, I'm not a relationship coach, but I mean, man and woman, boy and girl, guy and lady, however you want to look at it, a lady can be so attractive and beautiful that when she passes, almost every guy wants to have a conversation with her, all right? And a guy can be impeccable, handsome, smelling nice, intelligent in conversation, that even ladies go outside their way. If you're Nigerian, basically it's kind of traditional, especially in the West and then other parts of Nigeria too, that a man actually makes the move. But I mean, we're in 2025 and things are happening already. So it's not new or strange that ladies approach guys now, all right? But I mean, a guy can also come off as, very attractive, that a lady walks up to, the guy and then say, I like you, all right? So there's a way you can show up on the internet that you can be that attractive and people would just want to work with you, all right? And I say this from a place of experience. I'm not saying this is not theory. This is not something I read on the internet. This is my practical experience. There's a way you show up that people just want to associate with you, want to have you come, attend their training, want to have you speak at their training, want to have you, work with them, work for them, or just want to be your friend. They just like you. You get that kind of vibe. They just like you. They just, something like that. There's a way you can show up like that, and everybody just likes you. Everybody with, with an asterisk, yeah. Everybody can like you, but I simply just mean a lot of people just like your brand. Then the apply model is you going out, reaching out to people. What will fall under the apply model on LinkedIn is applying for jobs. That also falls under the apply model. It's outreach. The company puts up a vacancy, maybe a writer. Let me use writer since I'm a writer. A vacancy for a writer in their company. Then you apply for that job. Let me tell you, the first gig I got on LinkedIn in 2022 was that a company put up a job. I saw a job posting for a writer and I applied in US and I applied. That was my first gig on LinkedIn, all right? So I would tell you that it works, all right? It works. Depends on how you put, how you present yourself or present your application. It does work. I really don't do so much of applying these days, all right? But when I started, that was how I got my first gig. And my first gig was $850. I think I must have mentioned this in the first cohort. And it happened it was less than 3 to 6 months. I don't want to be very emphatic so that I don't lie, but it can't be more than 6 months. But I'm thinking it was between 2 to 3 months that I began to take LinkedIn serious, that I got that first gig, all right? So I'm just simply saying, my goal this year is to help as much as I can. My target is at least 1,000 people, to help them see the beauty of content marketing, how to actually leverage on content and position yourself on LinkedIn in such a way that you attract opportunities. All right. So guys, we are good to go. Are you ready? Let me see in the comment section. Are you pumped up for cohort 2? Are you ready? Yeah. If you are coming for the second time, I expect you to be pumped up. You know how we roll. If you're coming for the first time, I know you're still observing, you're still wondering how does this go, and you're still trying to adjust. Don't worry, we'll make you feel comfortable. All right. As long as you're ready to put in the work, I trust that this will be a wonderful experience for you. All right. So let me know in the comment section, are we good to go? While I'm waiting for that, I'm also queuing up my slide so that as soon as I feel your vibe and your energy, then we let the ball rolling. Guys, are we ready? Are we good to go? Are we good to go? NYC, they will say, are we good to go? Good to go. Are you motivated? Okay. All right. Everybody is saying they are ready. Fullness is gallant. I like that. That's some energy. Oga Solano, you're here tonight. Awesome. That's also one of the people that we go way back. Way back. I'm tempted to talk about Tolulope Solano. Maybe I should, all right? So, Tolulope Solano, we go way back. at least should be maybe a decade or over a decade now that I've known him. And when I started, I mean, when I was back on campus and immediately after campus, you know, I do a lot of ministry work. And those days when we were doing what's the name of this group then? I can't remember now. But of course, Zoe Networks International, and then we have this group on WhatsApp. Tolu Lokwesolana used to be so good. And when I say used, I don't mean it's now in the past, all right? I'm only telling you a story of how we got here, all right? So, I mean, I remember then I was so broke. Well, broke kind of. And, you know, Tolu Lokwesolana is actually a brand identity designer. So, he would do graphics design for us then for just 1,000 naira. And it was already big then, obviously bigger now, all right? So he will do designs for us for just 1,000. I think he must have done a lot for us too, free of charge, you know, just to support the ministry then, all right? Those are one of the people that I can't forget, all right, their contributions. So I'm so glad to have you join this program, and I trust that this is going to be an amazing experience, all right? So guys, if you want to design, some of you, your LinkedIn profile is still naked. You need to optimize your profile and get some beautiful design. I recommend Tolulope Solano, all right? I put my integrity on Tolulope Solano. One of the most creative people I've met, actually, when it comes to design, all right? So yeah, that's it, guys. Are we ready? We're good to go. I see everybody in the comments, we're ready. So welcome to the onboarding and the first training session, how to win on LinkedIn. So every of the onboarding and first training session, this will likely be the topic, all right? I know one people will be like, is it the same thing we are coming to hear? It's not going to be entirely the same thing. Definitely, I'm always new and fresh. But you are still going to hear the same thing. And they say repetition is the mother of knowledge, all right? You need to hear certain things over and over and over and over again so that it stays, all right? So repetition, they say, is the mother of learning, all right? So I'm still going to say some things I've said in the first cohort, and you just want to stay here for it. And there are a few other things that I've added, you know, as a review for the material. So welcome, we're good to go. This is going to run through till at most 9:30. So I'm just going to be on my heels now and we'll just fly. Some of the things that I should have said tonight are already in the trainings that I already sent to you in the welcome letter. Let me even know in the comment section, how many of you have watched the trainings? If you were part of cohort 1, most likely you will not be watching those other videos, except you want to go over them again. But there is a course. One of my courses is actually in that welcome letter. It's a 16 or 17 short videos, 3 minutes, 4 minutes video. It's a 17 video course, how to attract high-paying clients on LinkedIn. How many of you have watched that course? All right, let me know in the comment section. I mean, there are things on this that I would definitely not be mentioning again because all of those were well explained in that course. So if you have not watched it after tonight, you just want to go watch it. Especially if you're joining this challenge for the first time, you must watch those videos, all of them. And when I say must, I'm saying it because I know they will be beneficial for you. I'm not saying it because we're in an autocratic. This is not, I mean, you paid voluntarily. You can also choose to show up for yourself or not to show up for yourself. But I'm really not that kind of person that wants you to, whether you show up or you don't show up, at least you have paid me. I'm not that kind of person. All right. I want you to get value for the money you paid. And the program is curated in such a way that every aspect of it matters. If you are going to get results, every aspect of it matters. And that's why you cannot afford not to be on the same or at the same level with us, on the same step. Please walk with us step by step. Do everything we say you should do, yeah, so that you can get the result that you paid your hard-earned money for. You paid for this, all right? And money don't come easy these days, all right? So I want you to really be that you make the most platform. So welcome. The next 21 days can mark a turning point in your life. And I'm saying this of the fact that this is the second cohort and a few people maybe close to 10 had outstanding results in cohort 1. And when we say outstanding result, everybody had some of results, whether it's that your visibility increased, whether it's that your connection and your followers increased. But I'm saying outstanding within the context of, oh, people got jobs or they got gigs. All right, so that's why I use the word outstanding. At least that I can count now, maybe 6 to 10 actually got opportunities from cohort 1. So if you want to say it, you can say that those 21 days made a difference in how they were showing up on LinkedIn. All right, and some of them got opportunities that you can say maybe you can call a lifetime opportunity. All right, some of them got a consistent job, a job that pays them monthly. All right. So again, for those of us that are here who probably have not gotten that kind of testimony, from cohort 1, this is another opportunity. And so the next 21 days can definitely mark a turning point in your life. It takes just 1 second for your story to change, for anybody's story to change. I mean, check the internet and look at people who slept yesterday and woke up this morning and they're everywhere on the internet. All right, so I mean, it just takes 1 second. It takes just 1 second, and your story can change, my story can change too. All right, so the internet changed my life. It can just too. I'm not going to go over that again. I tell my story all the time, how the internet has been very instrumental in what my life is gradually evolving in. Advocate of the possibilities or the limitless possibilities of the internet. And a little about me, if you're just joining for the first time, so I just do this as well. If you don't know me before, my name is Ajayi Olalekan Divine Johnson Asamoah. All right, Asamoah because born of a Nigerian father, born of a cross. All right, so they call me Coach D for coaching. All right, they call me Coach D, but basically my name is Ajayi Olalekan Divine. And you know where the D came from? It came from divine. All right, I'm a ghostwriter, a content marketer, and if you want to sum all of it up, I am a digital entrepreneur. All right, and some 4 years ago, I was broke, but writing on the internet is how my story began to change. I believe strongly that the internet has the power. And when I say the internet has the power, I'm a Christian, so all power belongs to God. All right. But I'm saying one of the tools that God has blessed humanity with is the internet and technology. And the internet and technology is making kings today. All right. So the internet has the potential if you know how to use it well. The internet is both a blessing and a curse, depending on how you use it. So some people use the internet in such a way that it becomes a curse to them. All right. So, but you can decide to use the internet, leverage the internet in such a way that it is a blessing to you and whatever it is that you're doing. And I like the way Austin Kleon, the writer of Show Your Work, and what's the other, Still Like an Artist. I like the way he puts it. He says in 21st century, if whatever you're doing is not online, then it does not exist. While that is like an absolute statement, but it's kind of true. All right. If what you're doing is not on the internet, we don't know you. We don't know you. All right. I mean, people don't know you maybe beyond your street. All right. Beyond that local sphere of yours. So you're more or less like a local champion. All right. I can beat my chest and say I'm a global champion. I'm a global icon. I speak to people every day from all manners of country: UK, Canada, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, Dubai. I mean, from all over the world. And I'm just somewhere in Nigeria, right? I actually move between states, but currently I'm in Ondo State, Akure precisely. All right, and I just sit in my living room and I speak to people every day from all over the world. That is the power of the internet in this 21st century. And so you want to ensure that you're leveraging the internet the best possible way to put yourself on the map, on the global map. All right. So this is a 21-day challenge. And why are challenges like this important? Because I hear people also speak against challenges and communities. Well, everyone has the right to their opinion, but why are these challenges sometimes very useful? All right. sometimes because they also have their downsides. Yeah, one of the importance of a challenge like this is that it could actually help you to be motivated and to be consistent. So I know a lot of people who struggle with being consistent. All right, if you're that kind of person, a challenge like this can actually help you to be consistent. When you see everybody in the community showing up for themselves, creating content, doing this and that, it just can serve as a motivation. Also, what, show up for yourself. If you were in course one, for example, you saw that just by showing up in a very attractive way for 21 days, people were getting, offers to be on, boards, people were getting jobs. That alone is enough motivation to be like, oh, okay, so this works. All right. And if I just keep with this consistency, I can actually strike my own goal. All right. So it can actually serve as a motivation. It can also help you form habits. All right. I know some of you, after the 21 days, some of you will testify in the comment. After the 21 days, we had like a 1 week where we were marketing the cohort 2. You can call it a break. I know some of you will wake up the next Monday, which is the 22nd day, and you feel guilty. For those of you that didn't show up the next Monday, you feel guilty for not showing up. But for some of you, that's become second nature now that you just show up. All right. I have been writing for the last 4+ years every day. It has become second nature. I am saying it. You can take me and quote me everywhere. There is no day in the last 4 years that I have not written. Now, I have not said there is no day I have not posted online, but I have not written a document on my phone, on my laptop, or in a book. I write every day. And I post almost every day. All right. LinkedIn, for example, you can expect to see my content between 5 to 7 times, at least 5 times in a week. But most times I do 7. And most times I do 7, meaning I post Monday to Sunday, and some days I post twice a day. I post on Medium. I have 2 YouTube channels. I create content on both YouTube channels. All right. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. All right. So it has become second nature for me. It has become like it's just part of me. All right. So challenges like this, I think it was, what's this guy? This guy that wrote Atomic Habits. All right. I think he also postulates that if you can actually maintain the same routine or a habit for like, I think it's 21 days, if not 21 days, maybe 30. Some school of thought believe 90 days, but however, if you can just, repeat a habit for a length of time, it automatically begins to become part of you, and it just becomes second nature. There are 4 levels of learning. For example, there is conscious incompetence. There is the next one, conscious competence, and then there's one, I think the 4th one is unconscious competence. For example, if you start learning how to drive, you will find out that when you put your hand on the steering, you'll be fidgeting. This happens often to ladies. Then you are 100% alert. You're calculating with your head, with your hand. You can't afford any distraction. You can't allow anybody call your name, call you. You're just focused. You are holding the steering like your life depends on it. And of course it does. All right. And then your legs are on the brake and the throttle. Everything is just like, that's the level of conscious incompetence. All right. You're just starting. You're still incompetent and you're so conscious. But the 4th level is unconscious competence, where you get to that level where driving, when I drive now, I just get the key, open the car, enter the car, I just start the car and I just move. It's just more or less like when you are tying your shoelaces. If you have been tying your shoelaces all of your life, it just becomes second nature. You can actually be tying your shoelaces and be making a phone call. It just flows seamless like that. You have become so good at it that you don't need to be conscious to do it again. It works for everything in life. All right. So they say practice, it used to be practice made for perfection. All right. But I think the recent one is, some persons have felt like, oh, you almost cannot be perfect. All right. Practice makes for improvement, and also practice makes for proficiency. All right. So the more you do a thing, the more it becomes part of you. Challenges like this also give you opportunity to network. All right. To network. Okay, Mr. Dennis. All right. Yeah, thank you. What's the writer of Atomic Habits again? I can't remember his name now. All right. So, over 20 people in this community. Yeah, this is the starting point. All right. So you don't mind that we're few. It will keep getting better. Yeah, but there are different kinds of people in this community. I know everybody, and I know the class and the caliber of people that are in the community. So a potential employer is in the community. And when I say a potential employer, for example, if you're a designer here, somebody in the community can need a website. All right. So there's a potential client in the community. If you're a graphic designer or a brand designer, you even have potential clients here. All of these people that their LinkedIn profile is still looking naked. Yeah, James Clare. Thank you, Manuela. All people that their LinkedIn is still looking naked. All right. If you're a brand identity designer like Tolu Lope Solano, those are your potential clients, in the community. So you can network, make friends. I always say this, and we're still going to get there. So let me not even stress it now. You can network. Also, this community will support you. Visibility is one thing you need on LinkedIn. All right. If you are so good at what you do, but nobody is seeing what you're doing, you're like the best kept secret. So you need visibility, and engagement on LinkedIn is very instrumental to getting you before the faces of many people. And finally, in this kind of challenge, you get guidance, you get support. I'm in your corner for the next 21 days. The VIP, I am more in your corner. All right. So you have my support and my guidance. The content guide is there. The trainings we do, they are there. This training, the one tomorrow, the other two next week. In the third part, I'm going to be having some experts come speak to us, come train us too. Some of my friends are coming. I mean, the people that you also respect and look up to on LinkedIn. I'm going to bring some of them, in the third cohort. All right. I'm thinking of, as I'm saying it now, some of you know a few of my friends on LinkedIn that may fall in that category. So expect to see some of them. I'm looking at bringing two of them in the next cohort. People that have accounts of over 20,000, they get crazy engagement and they are selling back to back. Yeah, those are the kind of people that I'm going to be bringing to speak to us. All right, so you get guidance, you get support, you get training, you get mentorship. All right, so that's why challenges like this can actually be a plus and it can be a blessing. All right, guys, so things to note. I always like to say this. Number one, building a personal brand on LinkedIn that will open doors for you is beyond the 21-day challenge. I know those of you that came for quarter two, it's probably because you understand that reality, all right? This is not just a 21 days. That's why I put the picture there. This is a marathon. Those are people running marathon. This is not 100-level sprint. On your mark, get set, go, and in 5 minutes or thereabouts, you have covered the 100 meters. This is a marathon. I started this in 2020. By June 2025, it's going to be 5 years of me showing up on the internet. All right. So 5 years of consistency, and we're not stopping now. I told myself when I started in 2020 that I'm going to do this for the next 10 years. So I set a target for myself. I'm going to do this 2020 to 2030. When I get to 2030, if this does not work, I will congratulate myself and be like, oh, Divine, you tried. You really, really tried. I'll pat myself on the back and say, guy, you tried. You can take a bow now. You can try something else with your life. All right. But we are not up to 5 years in this. And I can tell you, this has been a blessing to my life. All right. Last year, I've shared this testimony again and again. One of like the biggest dreams of my life, which was to lecture, came on a platter. When I say on a platter, it came based off the fact that I show up on the internet. One person found my article on Medium, and she's a staff of Bellevue University in Nebraska, USA. And then she reached out to me, and they wanted to buy, get the rights to use that article in their university for ENG 100. If you have had my story before, I was aiming to be a lecturer before. That's why I did my master's in 2019. I was about going for PhD when COVID came, and then I began to write on the internet. And the guy that wants to be a lecturer before, still here in Nigeria, my article, my content, my work is currently in a university in America, and they are mentioning my name every week. According to Ajayi Olaliko, how does that feel? It feels so good. All right, guys. But this happened 4 years into the game. One of my students that I'm actually working with now came through Medium. She's actually a lecturer in, I won't mention the university. She's a lecturer in radiography or radiotherapy or something. She's a lecturer in one of the universities in Nigeria. She's a senior lecturer. All right. But she's learning from me, all right? She's learning writing, medium, and all that. And it feels good that this same guy wanted to be a lecturer and be teaching 100 level, 400 level, 200 level. I now teach lecturers, senior lecturers. All right? So I found my own space. I am master space. I am commanding respect and authority from different people from different walks of life. So this is not a sprint. This is not 100 meters. This is a marathon. All right. So building a personal brand that opportunities are just coming from left, right, front, back, and center will not happen in 21 days. I'm not going to stand here and deceive you. It won't happen in 21 days. It will happen with you staying consistent months, weeks, months, years. All right. So guys, I need to put that out. Number two, your these 21 days. After, 21 days, and even as you continue on other platforms, your result depends on you mostly. Even in these 21 days, whether you get result or you don't get result, it depends. Do my bits, and this is one of them. I'm training, I'm reviewing, I'm supporting, I'm sharing your content, I'm dropping comments, I'm reposting and all that. I'm doing my bits, but much of your results or your results will depend so largely on you. How you show up, very important. How you show up on LinkedIn, the kind of posts that you make, the kind of pictures, those very tiny details, the kind of pictures that you had to your post. All right. Some people in the first cohort, I just see their post and I'm like, no, this is not how to show up online and get results. Right? The kind of pictures you had to your post too, they must speak premium. All right. If you want to command respect, you want people to respect you, to rate you. All right. How you show up matters. And it's pretty much a principle of life, even in real life. They say something like you're going to be addressed the way you dress. So really, if you walk into a room and then you see somebody putting on, well, depend on the occasion, but you see somebody well dressed, and then you see somebody dressed shabbily, it's just accord more respect to the person who is well dressed than this other person might even be bigger or be somebody very important than this other one. But see, judge a book. They say don't judge a book by its cover. But see, till the world will come to an end, we will keep judging a book by its cover, including me. All right. People still judge books by their cover. So before people know what you carry, they must first see your appearance and be interested or attracted to you before they now get to have a conversation and be like, oh, this guy is loaded. But how you appear can be a turn off first and foremost, and then we'll never get to know that, oh, you're so loaded, because your appearance was never magnetic. So if you're going to get results in these 21 days and after, how you show up is very important. Your content, very important. Your energy and vibe too. Have you ever walked into a room and somebody just looks like everybody just like this one person? It's vibes, all right? So your vibe is also very important. And I'm not saying everybody has to be all outgoing and all lively, all right? Find your personality and then master it. But again, some people actually just have a knack for putting up a very poor personality. Have you met people in real life that they are so slow, they drag their feet, and those are things that you can improve on. Those are things you can dress smart, you can talk smart, you can move smart. But when you see people who have just been so accustomed to, dressing shabbily, being slow, dragging their feet, that's a personality that almost nobody wants to associate with. All right. So your personality matters, your effort matters. When you say create content, don't skip creating content. When we say engage, don't skip engagement. All right. So much of your result depends on you. I needed to say that again. All right. The art of the conversation. This is also updated. LinkedIn currently has over 1 billion users. So the world's population is currently 8 point something billion. All right. And about 12.5% of that population is on LinkedIn. Amazing. All right. I know Facebook platform, but LinkedIn is the biggest professional networking platform. All right. Emphasis on professional. So LinkedIn has over 1 billion users across over 200 countries. And of the 1 billion, 65 million are business decision makers. 10 million are C-suite executives. When we say C-suite executive, we're talking about CEOs, chief executive officers, CMOs, chief marketing officers, CEO, chief operation officers, all of the CCCCCs. We have over 10 million of them on LinkedIn. So I'm simply saying there are millions of business executives on LinkedIn, the people that make decisions for their companies and their businesses. So see, imagine in real life, there are some of us that in our wildest dream, there are people that we may never meet. All right. I know we're all aiming to be big people, great people, and we definitely are going to be. But no matter how great you are, there are still people you may never meet. But on LinkedIn, you will meet them on a platter. All right. You're going to meet Tony Elumelu. You're going to meet Tony Robbins. Um, you're going to meet presidents of nation. Governor Babatunde Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State Governor, is on LinkedIn and is active. All right. Whether it is somebody that is managing or not, I'm just saying his brand is active on the platform. All right. Whether it is Tony Elumelu that is posting or he has people, he definitely has people working on his brand, but his brand is active online. And there's this guy on LinkedIn. What's his name? I can't remember his name now. He became what he became today because he had an encounter with Tony Elumelu. Some of you will remember his name. He currently has over 200K followers now. I mean, I remember when he made that post on LinkedIn. I mean, I've known him even before then. I've known Ahoma too, Oma Wogo. I mean, since the days when she had probably 12,000 followers. All right, she's currently over 130K followers. So I knew all of these guys back then. I mean, those days when I was not even that active, But it was one of the posts that this guy made, mimicking Tony Elumelu. Tony Elumelu puts on the red socks and then the red tie, signifying his brand and all that. And there's a way he walks sometimes. When this guy mimicked him, I think he tagged him in that post, made the post on LinkedIn. Tony Elumelu saw it, and Tony Elumelu loved it. And Tony Elumelu asked him to see him be part of his mentorship program. And that was how, in the street parlance, you say, that was how that guy blew, or he blew, something like that. So, I mean, it was just that encounter with Tony that changed his life. And immediately, all of us just knew. Emmanuel Undoka, thank you, Grace. Emmanuel Undoka. I knew Emmanuel Undoka when Emmanuel Undoka blew up on LinkedIn. I mean, that post, and then Tony Elumelu got hold of him, invited him, and then everybody knew Emmanuel. And currently, Emmanuel is one of the, top influencers from Nigeria on LinkedIn with over 200K followers. I'm saying LinkedIn is such a platform. How on earth will Emmanuel have ever thought in his wildest dream that he would meet Tony Elumelu, one of the richest people to come from Nigeria and in Africa? LinkedIn made that happen. All right. So the who is who in the world, they are on LinkedIn. So imagine that kind of opportunity. That's the platform we're talking about here. Over 9,000 applications are submitted every minute on LinkedIn, and at least 7 people are, get jobs every minute. At least 7 people. The opportunities and possibilities are endless. However, the competition is fierce. I must also put that out. I mean, a platform where over 1 billion people are, the competition is getting worse. All right. Of course, not all the 1 billion are active. I mean, are showing up. At least they say about maybe 2 to 5%, or 1 to 5% of that 1 billion are the ones that are active. And when I say active, they create content, they engage and all that. It's between 1 to 5%. But 1 to 5% of 1 billion is still about 100 million or thereabout. All right. I mean, what's the 10% of 1 billion? That's 100 million, right? And then what is the 1% of 100 million? The 1% of 100 million is 1 million. So at least about 1 to 5 million people are active on LinkedIn. I mean, active in terms of creating content. But even the 95 that don't create content engage, they are also passively active to an extent. Like the CEOs, most of those CEOs don't create content. They don't even have time to like and be commenting, but they come online, all right? And they are observing. Some of them are watching. They are looking out for bright, talents. They are looking out for people that they can actually work with, or, use their services. So you don't want to sleep on that. LinkedIn is such a platform where the opportunities are massive. So it's a good place for you to build your brand. All right. I'm not going to speak on this. If you have watched the my course, you must have I've explained this in my course. So please go and watch it. The how to get clients repeatedly, what these important metrics on LinkedIn, and in the onboarding training session too, the one that we had for cohort one, I also explained this in detail. So all of that is in your welcome letter. Please, I don't want to spend time on this because I don't want to keep us beyond 90 minutes, like I said. All right. So these are the important things to pay attention to on LinkedIn. Please go watch those videos. So the three states your LinkedIn can be in, and I know that I will find there are different people here. There are people here that are joining this course. Their LinkedIn is in coma. Some of you, your LinkedIn has been in coma for years. All right. So we're trusting God for your life and in your life that they will come alive in this cohort. In Jesus' name, amen. So there are three states that your LinkedIn profile can be in. The first state is no visibility. And some of you are so good at what you do. You are awesome. Because I know, a lot of you in real life and even from LinkedIn, you're good at what you do, but you are not visible to the right people currently. So you are awesome, but you are hidden. So look at the picture on the screen. That's the face of the guy in front, but the other picture is on a mask. As long as he's on a mask, we will not see how cute or how handsome he is. Some of you are so good, but you are hidden. And as long as you stay hidden, people will not know how good you are. All right? So if your LinkedIn is in this state, your LinkedIn needs help. And I trust that the help is here. So if you are in state one, you're getting low impressions, your profile visit is low, your search appearance is low, chances are that you will not be getting opportunities. I mean, low impression means your visibility is low. Low profile visit means that not too many people are checking your profile. Maybe because your profile is not even, there's nothing to check in your profile, all right? then low search appearance. When people also search for people in your industry, you don't have, all right? You don't appear. So other people that appear, they get the opportunity while you stay hidden. So you are awesome, but you are what? You are hidden. One of my lecturers during my master's program will say, any man that, he says, any business that does not invest in marketing is like a man that is winking to a lady in the dark. He will never be noticed. All right. So that's stage one. Stage two, you have visibility. There are people who also have visibility, but they don't have conversion. There are people who have followers, not just on LinkedIn now, Instagram, Facebook, they have 100K followers, but they are broke. They have 100K followers, but nothing is happening in their life, all right? They don't have money, they don't have anything. But do you know there's such a thing we call social capital? Social capital is the people in your life. And sometimes, if you have a massive audience or some decent following, that should also be social capital. You should be able to leverage that audience in such a way that you create something and the people buy from you and it converts to money. But how can you have 100K followers and you are broke? It's a waste of following. I mean, somebody like me, if I have 100K followers, all right? I don't even have 100K followers, I'm balling. If I have 100K followers and they are quality, well, they cannot be quantity without quality because I'm intentional about my brand. So there are people that have visibility, they are following, but they have no conversion. They are, they are well followed, but they are broke. You can be visible, but not impressive. Everybody can be seeing you, but you're not attractive. Everybody just sees you and just pass by, all right? But you can also be that kind of brand that everybody sees and they stop and they be like, who is this person, all right? That's where I hope that you get to after cohort 2 or during cohort 2. The third state your LinkedIn can be in is the best state to be in, all right? You are visible, you're getting high impressions, high profile visits, high search appearance, and then you're getting clients too. You're getting conversions. You're visible and you are impressive. You're visible, everybody is seeing you and they're impressed by your profile and by your brand. That is the best state that you can be in, all right? Look at the picture. Everybody is raising their hand and saying yes, 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 all right? They're saying yes to your brand, yes to your offer. That is the best state that you can be in. And it's a gradual process, all right? It's a journey. But again, You can be so intentional about fast tracking that journey, and you can be unintentional and make that journey take a lot of years. All right. This 21 days challenge is supposed to help you fast track that journey. I mean, and that's why some people came in quote one and they got gigs, they got jobs. All right. That 21 days fast tracked, the journey for them. They just moved from stage one, stage two, they just went to stage three, and things happen in stage three. All right. So, guys, let me ask you, which stage is your profile currently in? Is it stage one or stage two or stage three? Don't answer in the comments, but let it just be in your mind. All right, let it be let it be moving in your mind like that. I know some of you here in this course, because I've seen all of your LinkedIn. Some of you, your LinkedIn is in coma, is in stage one. You are very awesome, good, because I know some of you in real life, you are very good, but nobody knows on LinkedIn. So let's do operation on your profile. Let's operate on your profile. Let's talk about how to fix 1 and 2 and how to become number 3. How to get to that place where you're visible, you're impressive, and you're getting results, all right? And this is very important. I'm going over this again, especially for those that are joining for the first time, all right? This is like a framework that I coined. I can't remember the year I invented this, but I coined it. If you're a Lagos person, you know CMS. All right? Lagos people know CMS. So I call it the CMS framework. It's a short form, it's an acronym for clarity, motivation, and strategy. So how do you go from stage one and two to stage three? You need clarity. You need to also be sure of your motivation, and then you need a strategy. All right. So clarity, you want to ask yourself tonight, especially for those of you that are joining for the first time, what are your goals for LinkedIn? I know some of you must have heard me say it over and over again. The moment I decided I wanted to be active in 2022 on LinkedIn, my topmost goal is to be an influencer on LinkedIn. All right, is to be an influencer. That was my topmost goal. Influencer in terms of the fact that my brand is influencing people, but another side to it, which is like a vanity metric, is not altogether a vanity. Why is my teeth and my tongue eating each other? Altogether a vanity metric. It is that I'm waiting for that day when LinkedIn will give me that blue tick, that top voice. There are different top voice, and there are like 2 top voice categories on LinkedIn. That's one they give you and say you're a top voice in content marketing, top voice in web design, and all that. Then there's that blue one where it's for a few people. LinkedIn will invite you specially. Sometimes they invite you to their headquarters, and they say, oh, come. We have recognized your journey on LinkedIn and the kind of brand you have built, and we are conferring on you this blue tick, this blue tag, as one of the top voices on LinkedIn. Yeah, that is one of my goals on LinkedIn. All right. So, guys, define your goal for LinkedIn. Are you here to get customers, to get clients? All right. Define your goals. And this FIG is also an acronym. I learned this one from somebody. The F stands for function. What's your function? I am a ghostwriter. The I stands for industry. All right. My industry is digital marketing. So you want to be clear about these things. What's your function? What's your industry? Then the G is the geography. What geography is your target audience from? Primarily, my target audience are from USA for my ghostwriting, right? Because some of you might be wondering, but we are not Americans. For my coaching, my courses, the entire world. But for my ghostwriting, my target is just primarily America. And 98% of my clients have come from US. The remaining 2% from Canada and from UK, all right? So you must be clear on this thing. If you don't know where you are going, it is difficult to know what route you should take to get there. So some of you, if you have not defined your goal for LinkedIn, please, after tonight, define your goal. Write them out in a paper, in a book, all right? These are my goals on LinkedIn. So I'm on LinkedIn to what? I've told you my own. To build impact. I'm on LinkedIn to impact lives, and I'm doing that already. I'm on LinkedIn to also have influence. And when I say influence, I'm not talking about to have a lot of followers. I'm talking about to show up in such a way that the things you say, the things you do is influencing people, is influencing lives. All right. And I'm doing that already. It can just get better. Then I'm also on LinkedIn to make money. So if you have read one of my lead magnets, writing for impact, influence, and income, I believe that you can write online, make impact, build influence, and make money. And that's like my mantra. Those are my goals on LinkedIn. So, what exactly is your goal for LinkedIn? In these 21 days, what's your goal too? All right. You must be clear about it. Now, what do you want to offer or sell? All right. When you come to a platform like LinkedIn or even in real life, you are only as attractive as how valuable you are. If you are very valuable, you will have a lot of friends, even though some of them may be psychophants, but you shall have of people following you, farming you and all that. So you are as attractive or as useful as how valuable you are. So if you're not a valuable person, people don't want to associate with people that do not, give value, carry value. So again, what do you have to offer? You must be clear about that. What do you have to offer? What skills do you have to offer? What message are you bringing to LinkedIn? All right. What message are you bringing to? Are you advocating for gender equality? Are you advocating for education for all? I advocate for digital literacy. I advocate for people building personal brands on social media. All right. So that's my message. And part of my value is my writing. My writing is part of the value that I bring. I sell that value and I get money in return. What do you have to offer? You must be clear about it. All right. That's what will attract people to your brand. What you have to offer. Please, everybody is selfish, including me. All right. So, yes. All right. I know selfishness is not a fruit of the spirit. But when I say everybody is selfish, I'm simply saying oftentimes we are working out for ourselves. There's somebody that says all of your clients or customers are tuned to just one frequency, WIIFM. What is in it for me? What is in it for me? So oftentimes when you are, seeing something online or making a post, people are not there because they like your face, all right? You may be handsome like me, all right, but people really don't, they don't care that much, all right? If all you are coming to sell is your cute face, where content is all for your beautiful face and just say rubbish, nobody cares, all right? But when you come, you create content, everybody is looking at for, oh, what can I learn from you? All right, what are you saying? Does it benefit me? I move to another person's post. So everybody is tuned to one frequency, WIIFM. What is in it for me? What is in it for me? All right, so you must be a value if you're going to be a brand that people associate with. All right, then yeah, who do you want to sell to? Who are your target audience? That's like the G in FIG. Your geography. Who is your ideal target audience? Is it let's use one person and hypothesis and hypothesis. Is it Divine, 45-year-old, based in America, has a business that actually has an online presence. They have a website, all right, and yada yada yada. I'm speaking to somebody who's like a web designer. All right, so you must be clear. Who do you want to sell to? Because all of this will affect your message. If you want to sell to an American, for example, you can't be creating content and be speaking in the content like you're talking to a Nigerian. You can't be using street language. You can't be using some colloquial languages that only a Nigerian will understand if you are trying to build a global brand. All right. Even if you have to use it once in a while, then you must go ahead and still explain it. Let's say you say something in Pidgin or in Yoruba, you must make it clear that, oh, this you are saying, is something you say in your native, and then you explain the English so that if somebody from America is reading that post, they will be able to understand. But you don't just throw vernacular around and just leave it like that and just walk away. And you say you are building a global brand. How? All right. All right, guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear and see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now? Okay, guys, are we good now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Guys, I think we're good now. We can continue. So, motivation, all right, is to ask yourself, whatever your goals are under the first section, whatever goals you have outlined, why does this matter to you? All right, why does this matter to you? I learned this from Dean Graziosi. He says your first answer is not always the most intense or the most correct answer. So you want to ask yourself that 7 times. So for example, your goal is to make money from LinkedIn. Then you ask yourself, Why is this important? Why does this matter? You're likely going to say, so that I can have money to, to spend and to get the good things of life. Then you ask yourself again, why is it important for you to get the good things? Whatever answer you give yourself the seventh time is the most accurate answer. All right. It often comes from the depth of your soul. Some of you, by the time you keep asking yourself why, you will now get to the seventh point and you figured out that one of the reasons why you do so much, you successful because of a childhood experience you have. Maybe a time when you were young and because of the money, your family went through stuff, and maybe that has been the drive. Maybe that's what has been pushing you all of this while to be successful, so that that does not happen to your children. If you seventh why, you would have dug into your soul. Impactful reason. You have dug into your soul. Call reason that you are chasing. All right. So you must find out if your motivation is not strong enough. See, this thing gets intense and overwhelming sometimes. Building a personal brand can be discouraging sometimes. Sometimes you wake up and be like, oh, I've been doing this thing for 5 months now and there's no results. And you are tempted to quit and to give up. But it depends on how motivation is so strong, it will end to stay at it and win up. All right. Enjoy health. You said my is skipping. Is it still skipping? Let me know. Are we stable now? All right. So dig into the real motivation for the things that you do. That will help you in during the dark times, the times when you're discouraged. When you wait, it is your motivation that will keep you going. All right. The TMS framework is the now that you know where you are going to, you to want to get there. The next question is how exactly you get there. How do you get there? And when it comes to LinkedIn, you to pay attention. This session that switch my network. So, guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Let me confirm from my end. Can you Okay, yeah, I think you can hear and see me now. All right. So I was saying, strategy is now that you know where you're going. The question is, how do you get there? How do you get there? Let's say you know you're going from. I don't want to use UK example. Let me use Nigeria. If you live in Lagos, for example, you're going from Ikeja to the island. All right. Now that you know your destination, it helps you to know what bus should you take or what route should you take to get there. What route should you take to get there? All right. So that is the S, strategy. So we have curated this program in such a way that everything that we know you need to do on LinkedIn, we're going to help you, do them every day so that you can get results. All right, guys. So the first thing you need to do as part of strategy is your profile optimization. All right, your profile optimization. Your profile optimization. All right, let me use one person's profile here. Let me use one person's profile here. You must optimize your profile, and there are 7 places in your profile that you must optimize. If you have watched the course too, this was explained in detail, but for the sake of those that are joining this program for the first time, I'll quickly go over it. Your profile picture must be optimized, all right? You must use a professional or a semi-professional profile picture. For example, you can't afford to take a picture of, for example, the way I'm dressed tonight. You cannot afford to, well, you can use it if you think it represents your brand, but ideally, I would not advise you take a picture of you on this kind of cap and then put it on LinkedIn. You get, take a professional picture or a semi-professional picture, and it's often a headshot. You advise to use a headshot that is from the top of your head, that's your head, to your neck region, a little bit lower than your neck region. That's the kind, excuse me, that's the kind of picture you want to use on your profile. All right. So, and your banner too. Your banner is that part behind your DP. I'm going to go to a LinkedIn profile and show all of this very soon. So your banner is that place behind your profile picture. You are advised to optimize that place, design that place to reflect what you do. All right, to reflect what you do. Let it showcase what you do. I talked about value then. What is it exactly that you do? What's the value that you are bringing to LinkedIn? What are you here to sell, or what are you positioning for? Let that message be in your banner, all right? So, number one, the first place to optimize your profile picture. The second place, your banner. The third place is the headline, all right? I think I should just even go direct. Let me share my screen. Which person's profile should I use? Whose profile should I use? If you want me to use your profile as specimen, let me know in the comment section. If you are ready for review, you're ready for, those of you in VIP, we'll still do one-on-one review. So I would not mind if the person that I will review will be somebody in general who paid for general access. All right. You want me to review your profile? Let me know in the comments now. I don't want to use my profile. But if I'm not here seeing anything in the comment section, I will use my profile. Anything for me in the comments? Okay, yeah, Chinyere, you want me to use your profile? Okay, let's go. So can you see my screen? Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. All right, so let's go to Chinyeri's profile. Please, you are late. We're using Chinyeri's profile already. So good. So guys, especially those of you that are new, if you're in the first time and you're already not familiar with LinkedIn yet, when a person clicks on your profile, all right, this is what they see. This is like the three things they see. Whether they click your profile on mobile phone or on their laptop or PC, this is what they will see. All right, they will see three things. This is your profile picture. All right, this is your profile picture. And Chinyere, this is good. This is not bad. All right, this is good. You're looking prim and proper and beautiful. All right, so this is an example of a good profile picture. But again, if you want to have yours, it is often recommended that you have your picture from your head to your neck region. If you're looking at the screen and you're seeing my cursor, I'm talking about this region. All right, that place where Chinyere is tanked up. I don't know if that's for whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not familiar with all of those female wears, but I mean that region, that's often so that you can show your face bold. Your face can be bolder, all right? It can be close to the screen. All right, so that's your this is I mean your value is stated, but it is not I mean this is not compelling enough, all right? Marketing needs. What do you mean by marketing needs? That's vague, that's ambiguous, all right? Marketing is broad. Marketing is broad. And aside from the fact that marketing is broad, you want to speak to your target audience aspiration. What is the aspiration? So if a company wants to spend on marketing, what exactly is the goal? Why are they spending on marketing? All right. And those are the things you want to speak to. Speak to their aspiration or their pain points. All right. You can say, oh, are you struggling? I'm not giving you what to say. I'm just thinking if this was a one-on-one review session, yeah, I would have prepared for it. But I'm just thinking from the top of my head. I mean, say something like, oh, are you struggling with getting leads for something like that? But I mean, but we just say marketing needs. Marketing needs. It's vague, it's not compelling, it's not powerful. Do you understand? So narrow down and speak to specific, marketing needs, their challenges, their pain point, whether it is that they are struggling to, get their businesses in front of people or get, get visibility or something like that. But I mean, marketing needs is not all that powerful enough to compel somebody. All right. So, but ideally, I'm saying this is the second place that you want to optimize in your profile, your banner, your value, what you do. Enough help you. It's not powerful enough. All right. So through and come up with something else. Don't send me and say help me check, help me review. If you're not in VIP, I am not doing any such thing if you are not in VIP. In Jesus' name, amen. So the top thing they will see immediately they land on your profile is your headline. This is where we call the headline. This place where Chinyere has marketing consultant and strategist, 12 years experience in business, up until this volunteerism wing. That's what we call your headline section. And usually it is advised that you put your value to there, your value statement. I help XYZ people do XYZ and get XYZ result. Do you understand? So that when people land on your profile, we have said that this is the only three things they will be seeing. If these three things they are seeing is not captivating enough, compelling enough, and clear enough, they will jump off your profile. So when the person jumps on your profile like this in 30 seconds, they must be able to discern or decide or get who you are, what you do, what results you can get for them, and who you do it for. All right. So if I land on your profile and I'm not your target audience, I must see it in 30 seconds that, oh, okay, so this is what she does. This is not somebody that I need right now. And then I go to somewhere else. But if I need your service, everything you have in this three place must be clear enough that I know that I need to say. So Chinyere, this is what I'm saying now. If a business comes to your profile and they just see marketing needs, it is not clear enough for them to know that, oh, what they need, you have it to offer. And you might really have it, but this communication, this messaging is not clear enough for them to say, oh, this is the person that I've been looking for. So you want to walk around your messaging and make it simpler and clearer and more compelling, more powerful. Marketing needs is vague, all right? I just gave you a free review there. Then your headline too, all right? This marketing consultant and strategist is good for SEO ranking. Yeah, so it is good. But again, this is also good. You have this experience in business. This is good to also prove to your, I mean, it's a statement that shows to your target audience that you have been in the, you have skin in this business, all right? But like I said, if you have your value statement, yeah, as the start, I help XYZ people, maybe it is B2B or B2C, B2C businesses or tech businesses, or I help tech startup or XYZ kind of business to achieve XYZ kind of results, something like that. It helps. Then after that, you can now put marketing consultant and strategies, 12 years in business. All right. But I'm simply saying these three parts must grab the attention of your target audience the moment they land on your profile. That is the only thing that will now motivate them or inspire them to scroll down your profile. The next place you must optimize in your profile is the next place you must optimize in your profile. Oh, I don't know. This thing is not showing full. Please let me make it full. Let me make it full screen. I'm just seeing that it's not showing full screen now. Let me make it
I work
full
in social
screen.
media, so that means I'm always writing. But now my writing is all done in the first draft thanks to Grammarly. Grammarly is the AI writing partner that helps me find the words I need to get my point across. When I receive an email, I'm able to click the reply quickly pop-up. From there, they summarize the sender's.
Sorry for that break in transmission. Okay, I'm trying to make the screen, I'm trying to make it full screen so that you can see it boldly. I don't know what's happening. All right. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, this is not showing full screen for now. So let me just go back and go and continue my presentation. we're really having challenge with network, and this is draining me already. But what do we do? We're just going to try to cope. So I'm back. That was a network. We're really having challenge. That was a break in transmission. It's draining me already. But what do we do? We're just going to try to cope. So I'm back. That was the network. That was a breaker. So guys, I know you can see me and you can hear me. So let's go back to Chinyere's profile. So guys, I know you can see me and you can hear me. So let's go back to Chinyere's profile. All right, guys, so we are back to Chinyere's profile. The about section is supposed to be both about you and about your potential target audience. Yeah, it's not supposed to just be where you just talk about yourself, all right? You talk about your target audience's challenges, problems, pain points, just to make them feel like, oh, you understand them. And then you now talk about yourself, your skills, your experience, how you're like the good fit for them, all right? And like I said, I like where Chinyere started. She made the intro about the target audience and not about herself, which is beautiful. But like I said, what's the biggest marketing challenge you are facing right now? That's engaging. You're getting the person to think. But the next thing I expect you to do is to act like you already know their challenge. Don't now say, do you mind sharing it with me since consultation is free? No. All right? I expect the next thing I expect you to say is, oh, is it this? 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 Because the first question you ask is a rhetorical question, and you don't expect them to now take 30 minutes to now be thinking. Do you understand? And many times, some of these people don't even know what exactly is the problem that they are facing. They just know that they are not getting clients, but they don't know what exactly is wrong. All right. So sometimes you need to. The next thing you need to do is to showcase yourself that you have been in this field for 12 years, so you know what is likely going on in their business. So mention a few problems that you know your target audience face from your experience. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? The person feels like, oh, this person knows me. If they can find their problem amongst the 4 or 5 problems you mentioned, they'll be like, how come this person knows me even more than I know myself? And then you now go on and go on, and then you now introduce yourself, how that you can help them solve the issue. Then this thing about consultation should be your call to action at the end. It should not be coming up as the second line. All right. So you need to work on this about section. But like I said, once you have a compelling DP, banner, headline, it will inspire people to go down and check you out. So the fourth place you should optimize, I've mentioned 3. The first one is your profile picture. Next is your banner. Third is your headline. The fourth one is the about section. That's number 4. All right. The fifth one is your featured section. All right. I'm not following it in order, but your featured section is like your online shop. It's like a place where you display what you sell. All right. Either you are putting your portfolio, which Chinyere is doing here. She's putting her portfolio. Work with me. This is her portfolio. These are reviews, and which is good. Yeah. I kind of like the way you're using your feature section, Chinyere. But the only thing that is left is you need to, if you don't, go and get good designs. Go and do proper designs so that you can have beautiful images here. Instead of just this cleanly picture, this review, you can have a beautiful design done for you. In this portfolio, you can have a beautiful design. I don't even know why it's not showing at my end here. There's no picture for the portfolio. I know it's at my end. All right. But go and have good designs put there. Beautiful aesthetics. Those are very important too. Design your profile in such a way that your DP, your banner, and then your feature set, all of your designs, they sync. The color, everything sync together. All right. And if you can get it done by a professional, so that professional touch, like I said, how you show up will depend on how people will take you. Very important. But like I said, your feature section is well curated. You have your portfolio here, which is good. When a person lands on your profile, they don't need to stress to see your portfolio. This is good. Then you have put you so that they will see what other people are saying about you. This is also very good. And if they want to now get to talk to you, you have also put the link to your calendar. This is your most viral post. Some of you are now going to be putting the post where you had like 500 comments. Why are you putting it there? All right. Except you are a social media manager and you want to show people that you get good engagement. What is happening again? Okay, so this is network breaking the conversation. Let me again. All right, so like I'm saying, it's not your most viral post that you should go and be putting in that feature section. It does not add anything to your brand, except you're a social media manager or you're a LinkedIn executive, ghostwriter, or manager. But if you're not that, then what is that doing on your profile? All right, I'm speaking the rest of you that may have that as in your feature section. This is your shop. Whatever you are selling, put it here. If you are somebody that they need to get on a call before they book you, put your Calendly link or your Coachly link here. If you need to put your portfolio, put your portfolio, but don't go and be putting irrelevant things in this feature section. This is your shop. All right, curate it in such a way that it actually tells people what's the next step if they want to work with you. So that's the fifth place you should optimize in your profile. The next place is your experience section. Ensure that you curate your experience section in such a way that it complements what you want to position for. All right, so that's also very important. What are you positioning for will determine what should be in your experience section. If you are positioning as a ghostwriter and you have worked in a school before as a cleaner, abba now, all right, you don't have to put it there that you have worked as a cleaner, but go and remove it. That does not contribute to the brand and what you are positioning for. Whatever does not contribute to what you are positioning for, whatever is not relevant, remove it. It's like when you are sending a CV for a job too. You are supposed to only put, if you have worked for 10 companies, but only 4 is related to the job you are applying for, you should only put that 4 in your CV. It's the same thing with LinkedIn. If you are positioning as a coach, only put the jobs that are related to what you are positioning for. If they are not related, don't put it at all. Don't just fill up the space with a lot of irrelevant jobs, all right? Chinyere, this is good, all right? Marketing strategist, marketing consultant, marketing team lead, trainee, all of these are well related to what you're positioning for, which is commendable. That's the 6th place you should optimize. Then these ones are like minor places. Your education, even though it's often not so important on LinkedIn, if you are very good, nobody looks at which school you went to and all of that. Your skill section too, curate your skill section, put the skills that are relevant to what you do and what you're positioning for, all right? Very important. And then recommendation and endorsement. Those also serve to give you some credence. So for example, Chinyere, you have worked with Emirates Foods, all right? If you have worked on Upwork, if you have gotten clients on Upwork before, you can invite some of them to come and write you recommendation, all right? Then Emirates Foods, if you know anybody who is like a top executive in the company and they're on LinkedIn, ask for recommendation. Very important, all right? So those are like some of the things you need to do. Those are like the 7 places you should optimize in your profile. If you have any question for me, please put it in the comment section. I will attend to them. So I want to stop sharing and I want to go back to my presentation slide. I mean, network has gotten us to stay beyond the 90 minutes that I wanted. I'll try to rush things up and wrap this up. I'm so sorry, this is happening. So from what I shared from Chinyere's profile, the rest of you can actually know what to do with your profile. And those that are in the VIP, don't worry, we'll do a one-on-one review of your profile and I will tell you what and what needs to be fixed in your profile, all right? That's the benefit of being in the VIP. So let me go back to my slide quickly and let's try to wrap this up. We have stayed longer than I planned for us to stay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So the 7 places to optimize. And optimization is so important because when you now begin to create content and you're getting visibility, when people come to your profile, if your profile is not enticing, encouraging, beautiful, the people that land on your profile, they will jump away again, all right? It's like inviting people to come and see your house, but you did not take care of your house. Do you get the point? That's why your optimization is very important. If somebody says they want to come and greet you at home, what do you do next? You start arranging everywhere. So optimization is you arranging your house and putting it in order so that when people come, when they visit your profile, when you are now appearing, in search, when people see your content, they be like, oh, who is this person? And they go and see your profile. You should not be like, this profile is so tacky. All right. You want to put your best foot forward. My network is working now, peace. So I hope everybody can hear and see me. My network is stable now. I'm about to switch from Airtel to MTN. All right. So I'm wrapping this up. We have just like 3 slides and we're done. So your profile optimization is important. All right. Legs that you stand on LinkedIn to be successful is networking, engagement, and content creation. Let me start from number 3. That's often what people do alone. Content creation will help you to position yourself. I mean, who do you call an authority in a particular field? It's the people that have published so much work in that field. And that's why, for example, if you want to be a doctor, at least I know about Nigeria, you must have published at least 25 journals, and you must have published them in reputable journals. It's not just anyhow journal. They must be reputable journals. So if you also want to showcase yourself on LinkedIn that, oh, for example, in this web design thing, I am very good. Content creation is very important. All right. It's important for your positioning and to build authority, to build thought leadership, so that people will see you and they'll be like, oh, when it comes to web design, forget it. Babatunde is your go-to person. As you create content and show up, people will just begin to put you in that space. When they see your content about web design over and over again, you talk about this aspect today, this aspect tomorrow, that aspect tomorrow. Everybody begins to feel like, oh, this guy knows this thing very well. Yeah. So that's what content does for you. And as you create content and people engage with your content, you're going to be getting more visibility. All right. And content can also help you. That's why we are doing content marketing. How you create your content can help you and get you conversions. I really don't have much time to speak on this again because we have shoot beyond time. So that's number 1. Number 2, engagement. All right. Engagement. Engaging on other people's content and other people engaging on yours. But this place now, I'm speaking on you engaging on other people's content. Where you show up on LinkedIn matters. Where you show up matters. All right. That's why you must find profile of people who have your potential target audience and engage with them. Engage with such people's profile. Influencers, for example, have a few of them, 5 to 10, that you regularly engage with their content. All right. Because thousands of people are going to their comment section. If you can put intelligent comments in such a place, it means thousands of people. You have a potential to be seen by thousands of people, and that can be very good for your brand. All right. And also in a challenge like this, one of the things we do in the challenge is to engage with each other's content. Because see, for example, if Peace puts up a post tomorrow on LinkedIn and I go to the comment section and I engage with that post, LinkedIn will notify people in my network that I generally just left a comment on Peace post. And that is more visibility for Peace, because several people in my network will see that I engage with Peace. Some of them will go and check Peace profile and Peace post, and that can be good for our profile. That is why the mutual engagement in a community and a challenge like this is very, very, very vital and very important. So engaging with other people's profile will give you visibility, and it can also give you conversions. You can get clients from putting comments in the right places and putting intelligent comments. If you're in my network and you are like in my community, please don't leave average comments like thank you, thanks for sharing, oh, good post, or you put thumbs up and you disappear. Those are very unintelligent comments, and they don't add to your brand, they take away from your brand. Those are some of the things that you should not be doing. They hurt your brand instead of what? Instead of helping your brand. If you are going to leave a comment on any post, read the post, understand the post, then leave a very intelligent comment. So that when anybody comes to the comment section and they see your comment, they'll be like, who is this person that has so much brains? All right. But if all you just left is thank you for sharing, I mean, that's like a very random and a very basic comment. People will come to the comments and just look away from your brand and your post. But if you leave a very intelligent and a thoughtful post, it can make people to go and check you out. You will get new friends, you will get new connection, and it can even get you clients. All right. I've gotten students, training students, from just leaving comments on people's posts. So you want to take that serious. Then the third leg is, so I'm simply saying, if all you are doing is creating content and you're not doing these other things, it will not work for you. If your profile is not optimized and you're just creating content, it will not work. All right. So you must optimize your profile, be creating content, be engaging with other people, and networking. I can't stress this enough. We don't have time. But please, network, build friendship, connect with people, have DM conversations. Network, even in this community network. Some of you have not begun to reach out. Anytime I join anybody's challenge, the first thing I do when I get the data of everybody in the community, I send everybody messages. I introduce myself and just say, oh, I see we're in the same challenge. I just wanted to connect with you. I'll see more of you or you see more of me in the rest of the challenge. And then that's all. I'm not saying, oh, I'm a writer, I'll come and buy. No, I just introduce myself and get familiar with them. And then they'll be like, oh, so nice to meet you. We have built friendship. Let me tell you one of the secrets of this. For everybody you have DM conversations with on LinkedIn, anytime you make a post, LinkedIn prioritizes showing your post to them. So if you have only had just 10 DMs, 10 DM communication, it means LinkedIn will show your post to those 10 people. Do you understand? But if you have had thousands of DMs, all of those people that have had DM conversation, LinkedIn believes that the fact that you had DM conversations with them means it looks like you guys are close. So anytime you make a post, they will show it to those people. Please network, build friendship, build alliances. All right? When you introduce yourself to people and you build friendship with them, they cannot see your post and look away. They will engage with your post. You are building friendship, you are building visibility. And these people may not even bring businesses or customers to you today, but in the next 5 months, they can be very instrumental. I think I shared it in cohort 1. There's this lady, we have never met. Oh, I didn't share it in cohort 1. I shared it with one of my mentees. We have never met in person before. We only know each other on LinkedIn. But this lady has been supporting my brand. She's also a writer. She's a ghostwriter too. She likes my posts. She drops comments. And she's very funny. So she drops a comment, I comment. And then we are talking in the comment section. And, she just became like one of my good people on LinkedIn. Then she got into the DM one day, wanted to have a conversation. We talked. She asked about the industry. But because she has been my friend, I opened up to her, shared a lot of, gems and value with her. Guess what? As soon as we entered 2025 January, somebody reached out to me, a Nigerian, wanted me to write a book for them. But because when it comes to ghostwriting, US is my target. So this person obviously cannot afford my fee. So what did I say? I told her, based on this and this, it looks like we may not be able to work together now. But if you don't mind, I can recommend writers that I know will kill this job. They will do a good job for you. And she's like, why not? Guess who I recommended? This lady that has always been, showing support for my brand and that has become my paddy. We have never seen in person. We have never talked beyond LinkedIn. The lady interviewed her and she got the job. All right. We have never seen before and we may never see. All right. That's what I'm saying. Build friendship, build alliances, get to connect with people. I mean, as soon as we entered into January, about 4 executives asked me for recommendation, and I recommended 4 different people. 2 of them got the job. All right, 2 of them got the job already. They got the job, and it's a retainer job. Only this girl got it's just a one-off book project, but the other people got a retainer monthly job. Build friendship, build friendship. I have plenty examples I can cite for you of how I have benefited from just networking on LinkedIn. People that we may never meet in our entire life, they have recommended me in their companies for training programs, for speaking programs, for course creation programs, and all of that. Just because I network a lot, I build friendship, I connect with people, build friendship. All right, build friendship. In this, start from this community, make friends, make friends. It's not just to sell, make friends. Get to be interested in people. Ask them about their country. If you meet somebody from India, ask them about India. For example, if I meet somebody from Pakistan, for example, the first thing I ask them is how is Pakistan? Because I watch a lot of American movies, and Islamabad, there are some of the places that American movies portray as war-torn places. Like it looks like every time there's war in that place. So when I meet a person from Pakistan, I ask them, how is Islamabad? Is it like the things that I see in movies? And they're like, no, Islamabad is peaceful. They feel so good because you're showing genuine care and interest in their country and in their brand. They will like you. They will, I can't stress this enough. Let me just move on. So you want to create content, engage, and network. Stand on those three legs. All right. So action point as we round up. Next step, write down your goals for LinkedIn in 2025. If money is there, write how much. Don't just say I want to make money. How much do you want to make? All right. Is it 10 million? Is it 15 million? All right. Write down your goals. Spell it out. The next one, why does that goal, why is it important to you? That's the one I say ask yourself 7 times. Ask why. That goal that you have itemized the number one, why is it important to you? Then when you say why it's important, ask yourself, why is that important? Then ask yourself why until you get to the 7th time. That is your deepest motivation for what you do. Number 3, write down what you will do to meet that goal. All right. Let's say you want to make 10 million in 2025. What do you plan to sell to make that 10 million? Don't just say I want to make 10 million. How do you expect the 10 million to come? You should send somebody that will just come and dash you. The legit way to make money is to offer value and get people to pay you in return. So if you want to make 10 million, ask yourself, what I'm selling now, can it what? Can I make 10 million from it? How many do I have to sell to make 10 million? All right. Ask yourself very important questions. These questions will take you time to think through it, but do the dirty work so that you can get the result that you want to get. Number 4, I've told you the 7 places to optimize your profile. If your profile is still half optimized or not optimized, please go and do something about it. Maybe you have just optimized only 4 parts. Then focus on the other 3. Optimize it. Make sure everywhere 100% your profile is optimized. If you need to pay an optimization specialist, pay somebody. If you want to work with me, 125K. But there are also a lot of people who do optimization on LinkedIn, 10K, 15K, 20K. Look for them. Pay them. You don't have to work with me, all right? If you don't even have money, we can work together. And don't stress me, all right? But work on your profile. That's what I'm saying. Optimize it 100%. Don't just do 3 or 4 and leave the rest. Put your house in order. If you need to do designs, there are graphic designers and brand identity designers in this community. Reach out to them. I've told you about Solano, for example. Reach out to him. Let him get the good designs for you. Then number 5, decide how much time you want to commit to building your brand during these 21 days. How much time do you want to commit? Are you going to commit 30 minutes or 1 hour? But you must commit time. You don't come after 21 days, I did not get any result when you did not even show up. Content, you will not post. Engaging, you will not engage. Networking, you will not network. You will not get results. This is not prophecy of doom, it's the reality. All right? Set out time that you will be using and investing in your brand every day. Is it 1 hour? If it's just 1 hour, okay, I'm going to make a post by 8 o'clock. I'm going to stay 30 minutes and engage with those that leave comment on the post. Out of that 30 minutes, I'm going to engage with people in the community. All right? Maybe after then you will disappear. And maybe during your break, if you are a person that does 9 to 5 and you're so busy, during your break time, you can just come another 30 minutes. Maybe you are commuting. You are going back to your house. You are in the bus. You can use that time also to show up and do something. Check the comments, send messages. But invest time. Commit to this. That's the only way you're going to make this work, all right? And the last part of it, instructions concerning the challenge. Number 1, all activities is a must. And when I say it's a must, I'm simply saying commit to doing everything that we're going to ask you to do these 21 days so that you can get the result that you desire. When we say create content, we have sent the content guide. I sent it as early as Tuesday so that you can start creating your content. If this is your first time joining, you have the 21 days content guide, all right? And I curated it in such a way that it tells you what to do, what to say. So you just need to spend a few minutes to come up with your content. All right, so create content, engage. When people post their link in the group, engage with them. When you engage with them, they will engage with you. Do unto others what you want them to do to you. All right. Show support for other people, they will support you. And like I said, engagement is very instrumental for visibility. It's very useful for your visibility. And also what? Network. Connect in the community, connect also outside LinkedIn, outside the community. How to use the content guide. The 21 days content guide is there for you to use. If you are joining for the second time, you have obviously used the 21 days one. That's why I gave you access to my material, the 100 plus irresistible content idea. If you have checked that material, let me know in the comment section. Let me know. I even curated that material in such a way that if you are writing on Medium, you can have the first section is curated in such a way that it is tailored towards blog or maybe video content. Then after I did that, I now curated another section, which is like I rephrased all of them in such a way that you can now use it on LinkedIn. If you have checked that document, you will see over 100 hook ideas. So, for example, if you are coming for the second time, you can't say, oh, okay, we have used that first one. We don't know what to post again. You can't say that. Check that other material. That material goes for $5. And I gave it as a bonus to everybody in the challenge so that you can, so that even after this challenge, after these 21 days, you still have a lot of content ideas that you can be using for the next 3-4 months. All right. So that's about the content guide. Networking is a must. Some of you, your network is not growing. You have been on 500 since 1990 and you're still on 500. Every week, LinkedIn gives you 100 free connects. Meaning what? You have 100 people. You can connect with 100 people free within a week. It's when you now exceed that 100, I'll be like, oh, you have exhausted your connection, whatever this week. But it's not like it's Monday to Sunday, but you shall have within a 7-day period, you have 100 free connects. Use them every day. For example, go on LinkedIn, search for your ideal target audience. That's why clarity is very important. You know who is your potential customer. Send connection requests to like 5 of them in a day. All right, so that you know that, oh, you have them in your list. Every time you are creating content, you know the right people are seeing your content. That's how to grow. All right, you can, if in the next 3 weeks, you have a potential 300 connection requests to use. So that's a potential 300 people more that you can add to your network. All right? And they should be primarily people who are in your target audience. And then a few of your peers and colleagues, people that will engage with that you can support each other. But don't send connection requests to dormant people. You are killing your brand. If you have 5,000 followers and 4,999 are dormant, it's only one person that is active. It means every time you make a post, only one person in your network is seeing your post. That's what it means. So only connect with people that are active. And when people send you connection requests, except they are CEOs, and you know that these kind of people, they really don't show up to write and engage, you can accept it. But if it's just random people and you have seen that the last time they posted or commented is 4 months ago, I don't accept such requests, because you just be packing that, quote and unquote, just packing dormant and people whose profile are dead. You just be packing them. So if you see your profile like, and this person has 50,000 followers, but at least 90% of them are dormant. All right, what's the use? So you have 100 connects every week. Use it strategically. Send connection requests to the people who are your target audience, and also get into DMs, network, connect with people. All right. Our posting schedule for the challenge is the group will be open by 7:30 a.m. and will shut by 12 noon. So ensure that you have made your post within that window. I often advise, if you are especially in Nigeria, make your post between 7, 8, or 9 a.m. All right. Some people are in UK in this challenge, and I think it's just 1 hour difference between us. The best time to post, well, let me not say the best time and sound like an authority. It's often advisable, depending on your target audience too. Yeah, but in most cases, people are very active on LinkedIn early in the morning, 7, 8, 9, before they get very busy with their work, and then sometimes in the afternoon and in the evening. But I see some of you in quad 1, don't do it this quad 2. Let me even mention you. Let me call you out. Ebere, you're always making your post 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And I've asked you, is it ghost that you want to engage with your post? For example, the people in this community have work. They have a life too. All right. So many of them would have gone about their day. They are tired. Is it when you now come and make your post by 9, you now want people to now come and engage with you? Make your post early. I often advise, make your post for tomorrow, make it today, and schedule it, queue it already. on LinkedIn. If you don't know how to do that in the WhatsApp group, tell me. I will record my screen and show you how to do it. So the post for Monday, create it on Sunday and schedule it already so that on Monday morning you may just go about your work. All right. But if you schedule your post for 8 o'clock, as soon as your post go live, I always advise spend like 15-30 minutes to stay around. As people are engaging with your content, engage with them back. The more LinkedIn sees that, oh, there's a lot of engagement on your post within the first 30 minutes, 1 hour, the more LinkedIn feels like, oh, it looks like people like this post. Let us show it to more people. Don't make your post and disappear, all right? So posting schedule, the group is open for you to share the link to your post 7:30 to 12 noon. So the community manager will open the WhatsApp group for you to post your link 7:30 and she will close it by 12. And then she will open it in the evening again 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. so that you can share your link again. Or if you have not even made a post for that day, you can now share your link. But I advise you do your best to make your post in the morning and share your post when everybody is active so that you can get good engagement at the right time. For the VIP people, we'll create a VIP group tonight or tomorrow where we will add you. All right, that's where we are going to be having our VIP, paparazzis. I will also send you the link to my Calendly on the VIP group as soon as it is created. Every one of the VIPs have access to a 30 minutes consultation session with me. And that's going to be happening this week. We are going to between Monday to Sunday. So as soon as I post the link in the group, click my calendar, look for a time that works for you, book your own consultation session. We'll get on the session. Every question you have in this life, prepare it before that consultation, all right? So that you will ask me, and then we'll do a profile review, one-on-one profile review for you too, so that we can actually help you make some good progress. I think that's number 5. What else is on number 6? All right, this thing that is scrolling is hiding my screen. Let me stop it. We're wrapping up already. If you have any question, please put it in the comment section, or you can ask in the WhatsApp group. All right. Okay. The last thing is that you should be intentional in the next 21 days. Please be intentional. Please, I beg you, be very intentional. Be very intentional. We had close to 10 people have, you know, amazing testimonials from cohort 1. I am praying for you. Will also in cohort. Let you know that I pray for you. All right. I pray for you because your success is my success. I mean, part of what got people to register for this cohort 2 is because they saw the testimonials from cohort 1. So I will be very glad if your testimony cohort 2 to the world again. All right. So I'm praying. right? Well done. If you have any question, please feel free to ask in the WhatsApp community, all right? And I can address them tomorrow before we start the training session. We have a training session tomorrow for 8 p.m. Hopefully, we have a better network reception tomorrow. Yes, so sorry. This is Nigeria. Those of you in UK, I know you can't relate, all right? I think you were here in Nigeria with us before you left. That's what we're facing. Knows better than I'm in a rush, gotta meet that goal. But he says, slow down, let me take control. Really? I got things to do. He says, trust me, I've got bigger plans for you. I roll my eyes, thinking I know it all, but then I stumble and I start to fall. Then there he is, smiling through it all, saying, I'll catch you before you hit the wall. It's always the same, I try to steer, but his way is clear.